Hey, what's up guys, it's Daniel here from Unknown Gaming, and this will be my first video in my series of how to get better at Dota. What you see here is a selection of supports that I think are fun to play while being pretty easy. I'll be going probably through all of them at some point, whether it's through just random games I'm playing or through my actual how to learn Dota series, I don't know. I'm just going to pick some random one now, it doesn't particularly matter, because what I'm going to be going over right now is items and what you should be spending your stuff on. So, when you get into a game, first thing you do, animal courier. This is vitally important, it will make sure that your team gets their items. I mean, pretty much if you don't have one of these, almost, maybe like 9 times out of 10, your middle lane is going to lose. It's very rare that you'll see a middle lane win without courier. Vitally important. Next sort of item, if the animal courier is already bought, you buy wards. Wards give you vital information on the map. You can see ganks, you can stop ganks, you can get vision of the the runes when they spawn by placing it here or here. There's two good spots for seeing the runes. Here and also up here as well. So that's just the basic sort of idea where you want to put those wards. At least at the start of the game. I'll do a more in-depth thing about wards in the future. So let's say you've bought your donkey, that's done. What do you spend the rest of your money on? Always buy tangles and a healing salve. Why do you do this? Why don't you just buy 2 healing salves? It's a lot more cost efficient. That's 400 health. Well, that only restores 3 charges, 3 sets of 115 damage. The reason you buy 2 different kinds, because you always want to be at max health. That's the first thing. So when you take a little bit of harass, eat a tango, you always want to have that max health for when you're going into fights. You know, it's vitally important. It can completely change the outcome if you don't have full health. Next, why would you want a healing salve? Well, you want the healing salve for when you've just been in a fight, or you got harassed down a butt ton, maybe someone ganked you. You want to pop that salve. It only takes 10 seconds, so instead of waiting maybe 30-40 seconds for your health to slowly come out of tangles, you just boom, get all that health back with the healing salve. That's why you buy one of each, so you can sort of pick and choose depending on what the situation is. What after that? You've still got yourself, obviously not that much money. I spent some time talking about the game and that's why my money's going up. But usually from there, I just buy 3 tangles. Not 3 tangles. 3 ironwood branches. Really, really solid good item. Stats in general are just amazing. You always want to have some form of stats when you're starting items. I mean, a few heroes you don't. You know, there's always exceptions to rules. Always, especially in Dota. But apart from that, yeah. Maybe there's not so many exceptions in something like physics. I don't know. Never mind. Just forget. Nope. There's always exceptions to rules. That's my verdict. And you have a little bit more money left over, so you can buy 2 clarity potions, and then boom, you get yourself a lot of regen, and you get yourself some nice stats. What's some other good maybe starting items? I'd say some gauntlets of strength if you're thinking about maybe building it into a bracer. It gives you a lot of really nice stats, as well as I'm just gonna give myself some more gold. It gives you a lot of nice stats, which means you can just live through things a lot easier. A really nice item to get. In the early sort of stages, you want to be thinking, well, first off, always buy observer wards. Every 6 minutes, someone needs to buy these wards. You must have vision on the map. Can't stress that enough. It kind of sucks if you're the only support that's buying them, but if there's maybe another support in your team, go be like, hey dude, I'll buy this set of wards, can you buy the next one? And then remind them when your wards die, I'll be, yo dude, get these wards. That's generally the best way of doing it. Of course you'll get some asshats that'll just be like, yeah. But, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. In which case you just have to buy all the wards. Which sucks, you won't get as many items. But before you even do that, upgrade to Flying Courier. That way your team gets all the items they need, and it allows your mid to do things like bottle crowing. which is a bit of an advanced concept. I'll maybe talk about it later, but you can't really do that with a normal donkey. It just doesn't work. After that, magic wand, an amazing item. If you have the money, buy this thing. What does it do? First, those ironwood branches you bought early on, it eats them up. So you still get to keep all those great stats, but you get to shrink it into one item slot, which is really nice. It's cheap, and it's unbelievably cheap for what it gives. The way the magic wand works is that whenever you're near an enemy, it will absorb a charge when they use a spell. And when you have some charges on this, you can then activate the wand to get yourself some burst health and some burst mana. It's really useful if you need to maybe cast another spell to secure a kill. Boom, pop the wand, shoot off your extra spell, that extra slow, that extra stun, whatever it is, the extra nuke that you need. Great on every hero, not even just supports. Every hero I'd recommend buying one of these on. Of course, exceptions to the rules, but I don't want to think about that now. What else have we got that's so good about the wand? If you're getting ganked, you just boom, you pop that, get some extra health, and you can live. Which could save you the money from buying a TP scroll, and save you the money that you'll lose by dying. So you're saving maybe 300 gold there, and look at the cost of it, 509. If that saves your life twice, it's paid for itself, and you're not even counting the stats it gives you, or the kills it can help you secure with the extra mana. Solid item, buy it on everyone. Now, what about boots? Buy your boots of speed to start off with, and then I usually leave it at them and then go for a mechanism. There must be one in every team, it's so good. If you can read there, it gives you 250 health and plus 2 armor in an area when you activate it. That is 2150 health in total. If you look at my level 1 hero's health now, that's over double of what he has to your team. It's not to every individual guy, but if you hit 5 people on your team with that and no one's at full life, that's how much it does, how much extra health it gives you. Now, granted, that's not going to happen. You know, you're not going to get the maximum use many times, but even if it's only 750 health, or something like that, 725 health, it's like doing half of what it can. No, that's not even half. Never mind. Let's say it's not the full amount, 800 health, 900 health, it's huge, it's still a lot of health, it can win the team fight. Plus the 2 armor it gives you, that's also really nice. And you're not even thinking about the armor it gives yourself, and the extra regen it gives as well, and area. That's sort of nice when you're doing sort of sustained, pushing against a base, sort of sieging up against it. Again, that's really nice to get it. So, let's say you buy your mechanism. Now what about your boots? What kind of boots are you going to buy? These 3 here are generally the kind that you want to buy on support. I'll go through which situations you'd want each of them. First, Merc Dreads. They're great because it gives you a bit of extra health, and I mean the stats are amazing. You can switch through stats, so you need a little bit extra mana to cast that last spell you need. Let's say you've already popped your one, you still need some. Boom, just switch from your strength is to int, and there's that extra mana you needed. But for the most part, always keep it at strength because the extra health is vitally important. Other boots that you can buy are the tranquil boots. Now these boots here are really nice because they're very cheap. Okay, these boots are only 1000 gold, and what they let you do is you move really fast with them, 80 movement speed. Like boom, this guy's flying. This wee horsey. But along with that, it gives you some armor, which helps you survive. Gives you HP regen, which is really nice and light. And also, its active is amazing. Every 14 seconds, you get yourself a free 170 HP. Really nice. Technically, it's not 100% free because you're spending the small sum of 25 mana to use it. But apart from that, it's great. Now, what I was just doing there was getting myself over the item you need along with the boots for the arcane boots. Now, it's a bit harder, obviously, to get this item because you've got to use the shop, but just get your courier, hit W, it'll go to secret shop, you click on your courier, make sure it's selected, go into here, bam, you've bought it. Easy mode. what this item does. Actually, I'm going to send it over to get some more stuff for me for later on in the video. What this item does is it gives you some nice movement speed. Obviously, the extra mana you get from buying the Orb of Mana, the extra 250 mana it gives you, energy booster even, my bad. And also you have an active which will restore 130 health, 135 mana and small AoE around you. So really nice for your team, really nice on mana spamming heroes. You wouldn't really buy it on Keeper for Light because it already has an inbuilt mana giving spell. But apart from that, it is great. Can I deassemble this? Yes, I can. Okay. That's just for some other items that you'll be seeing later on. Okay, so you've got these items, you've already eaten up your regen. What are you going to fill these other 3 slots with? Well, it's a variety of items. There we go. You can buy. If you look into the upgrades, a lot of the stuff you see over in the left hand side, you can pick out on supports. I'm just going to go through all of them and what kind of situation you'd get them in. So, bracers, like I said before, great item because it just gives you extra health. You can survive more things along with the other stats it gives as well, which are really nice, plus 3 to the other stats. And just generally good item, especially if you're dying a lot. Pick up maybe 1 or 2 bracers. That's my recommendation. Some heroes you might want to buy a soul ring on, especially if it's in combination with the tranquil boots, because you up some health there to get some mana for your spells, but then you also get to regain your health using the tranquil boots. So if you got a bit more money and afford the soul ring, getting these 2 items in combination can work out really nicely for you. Now these 2 items are just what you use to help build yourself a mechanism. Another nice item you can get is the Urn of Shadows. Gives you some mana regeneration, some extra health. Also, with the charges, you can give 400 health to allies and do a bit of damage to enemies. So again, that's a really solid pickup. Helps sustain your team, helps sustain yourself. You get to do a little bit of extra damage. Another good item is Drums of Endurance. If your team's winning, but you're having problem catching up to the enemies, a couple are escaping at the end of fights, buy this. So you're running after them. Oh, you're running after them. Pop this, get that extra speed boost, so you can catch up, fire off that spell, fire off that stun. The carries can do the sort of right click damage they need to. Help secure more kills, and also giving you +9 to all stats. That's amazing. Really nice item. What else have we got here? Vladimir's Offering. Now this gives, this is more of a sort of thing if you have maybe 2 carries in your team that do a lot of auto attack damage, you want to help them when it gets later on in the game. This is a really nice item because it just gives everyone +15 extra damage. That's in itself pretty nice. It also gives the extra lifesteal. So I don't think it's a bad item in general, but a lot of people frown upon it because they'll see carries picking it up, and you can't waste a full item slot on a 2000 gold item as a carry generally. That's just not worth it. I mean, if you want lifesteal, buy a Satanic. Oh look, 3 times the cost, and it gives you a shit ton more lifesteal. So if you pick up as a support, they don't have to eat up that item slot, and it can really help benefit the team. Another amazing item. I love this. If you can, always get a mechanism and a pipe on your team. Bit more expensive, but you can buy it with the Ring of Health, which I have myself here. Where are you? Ring of Health. There we go. What it does is when you activate it, you get yourself a nice little bubble, sort of green cylinder shape around you that actually gives you an extra 400 resistance to magical spell damage. What does this mean? It means your team can take another 2000 HP points worth of damage, magical damage in a team fight. Look at my health now. Look at that number. Do I need to say any more? Same sort of idea or mechanism. Just a great item. You can have 2 of these in your team. Vastly increases your chances of winning a team fight. Some other items are the Force Staff. That's a great item. I really like the Force Staff because Just great. Look, boom. It moves you pretty big distance. Move from like here to here. So if you're getting pudged out, someone gets pudged out, then pudge ulted, boom, you just push them away. You can actually target allies with this. It's not just an item for yourself. So I really like it for that. If an enemy teammate sort of facing in towards you, let's say he's out here. I'm just going to remove the cooldown off it. Okay, let's say, you know, the team's sieging up against you, like running up here. Their carry goes into maybe last hit, boom, you move them up. Now they're inside your base. This is a great place to initiate a team fight. First, your team gets to kill that carry really fastly, and usually their team will follow in, and you've got an extra tower's worth of damage helping you. It's like a 6v5 basically. So it can really help your chances of winning if used in that situation. What else do we have that's useful? Yule Scepter of Divinity. I need to use it with the Voice Zone that I got from the shop. What it does is, it puts up either an allied unit or an enemy hero into the air for a full 2.5 seconds. Huge! That means that for a full 2.5 seconds, their carry isn't doing any damage. You just boom, put them up in that cyclone, kill most of their team. When they come down, they can't do anything. The team fight's already lost. They just run. Great item. And that pretty much concludes all the stuff that you'll be able to buy as a support. First off, just as a note in general, never buy Shadow Blades on any hero. It's just, I'll show you what it does. You go invisible, whoop, look, I'm invisible, I live. That really bad situation I was in, boom, I just popped the Shadow Blade. I'm alive. Don't use it as a crutch, guys. If you need to get in, use a Blink Dagger, use a BKB. Bit more expensive, quite a lot more expensive, but it does the job a lot better. Shouldn't be buying a Shadow Blade pretty much ever, especially not to use it as a crutch for when you get into a bad situation. You're just like, I'm going to go invisible and run away. Apart from that, guys, one final mention to certain guy in the basic section. Smoke of the Sea. What does this do? When you use it, your whole team in whatever area it is gets to go invisible. Now, when you come up close enough to an enemy unit, it will actually reveal yourself, which kind of sucks, but it gets you close enough where you can throw that stun, you can get that team fight going. It's a really nice item, and you don't see it picked up much. It requires a bit more team coordination than most, but it gets the job done, and it's a really nice item. And that's going to conclude sort of items you want to buy on support. I'll probably get into a game next time, and we'll see sort of the kind of stuff we can do. See you guys, bye!